I'm too cool for a girlfriend. Nowadays, I don't know when the world spins. Live your life like we die when the world...
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on how to win some build battles. But before we get into the video guys, I would like to shout out Smiles in the video, because I want to teach him a few tips and tricks with learning how to get better and win more build battles. Now, typically, I'm not that type of match guy. I'm more of a creative grinder and stuff like that. I play quite a lot of creative, but yeah, this is gonna be a video about some tips and tricks on how to win some build battles. Let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so coming up with tip number 1, when you start your build battle, you're always want to make sure that you're in a good position and that you don't want to mess up your first ever 90s. So normally when the person does the edits, you place 1 stairs, then do a 90 up. But I recommend you use my settings. I'll do a video about that. I'm not gonna leak them out yet. Anyways, you want to do 2 90s, then after you want to go up, place a pyramid and a floor. This takes some time to learn, but then after you edit through the pyramid and the floor, run up, and then as soon as you do that, you want to do like a quick 180, and then place a bunch of walls around you, and then after build a floor and a stairs, and then a wall in front, and then after a triangle and a floor. And at this point, if your enemy is going to be above you, like running up, when you're like, let's just say when you do that, he's gonna be all the way over there, so you could easily just so when you, let me get back up there. So when you're right over here, if the person's below you, you can just simply edit through, and then after just go for the quick pump right there, and he'll you could just edit the you could easily just edit it like that, and then just continue running up, and then do some more 90s. And then let's just say you're in a position where the guy is right below you, like right here, and he's gonna be like, so if you're running like this, let me do it like that, like this. So like if you're running like this, you want to place a cone, all right? Then after, you want to place a bunch of walls around you, place 1 trap in there and 2 traps, and if he ends up escaping out, or he survives, which he most likely won't, you just want to go for the edit right there. And that's also something you can do if you don't end up successfully placing the traps. But yeah, that's one of my tips. But coming up with the next one is a very simple one. Let me get into it. So coming into tip 5 is aim. Aim, like I just said in the other tip that I was just talking about. You want to work on your aim, because it can really get you more accuracy with your shots, and that way you won't just be an overbuilder just doing random 90s and just keep on placing builds and stuff like that. I mean, I might consider myself an overbuilder. Some of us are overbuilders, but we also want to work on getting the shots on that person, and you want to work on also your protection, which I will mention in the next tip. But other than that though, you want to make sure that you just work on your aim, stuff like that. So I would go into like a creative. They have these little forgot what they are, figures, and like they move, and you can practice your aim. And there is also an aim course, I think. I might have a video of it. I'll show you guys it at the end of the video. I didn't do too good on it because I was trying to work on my aim a little bit, but that was because of my other stuff, you know what I mean, my sensitivity. Anyways, but yeah, that is tip 6. Coming at you with tip number 7 is the what is it called? Now, coming up with Now coming up to tips number 3, I have to say this is very, very important for you guys, but you want to make sure you focus on your editing, because editing is one of the main tricks to winning build battles. Because if, let's just say, how some of the tips I showed you earlier, most of them included editing and stuff like that, and that's a very, very important tip when it comes to build battles, because editing can get you around faster and help you do more damage to your opponent and end up getting the easy kill and win the build battle. But I would say you should try a few like edit courses and stuff like that, like Mongrel edit course. I don't know, there's not that much edit courses I know, but you could try like some aim courses and stuff like that. I mean, the courses can be quite like tricky and stuff like that, but it all takes time to master. And all you gotta do is just make sure that you improve better, and that can really, really help you with build battles. But yeah, that's pretty much all for tip 3. I mean, tip 4. Alright, so coming into tip 5. Now, coming with tip number 2, guys. This is really, really useful. I wouldn't say it's part of the build battle per se, but I always see lots of you guys using metal, and that's a really, really good material to use based when you're in a build battle, because metal, I find, help places a lot more quick, even though it takes a long time to start to like successfully build all together. It might take a while to like build all together, but when you are building, as you can see, like the comparison to using metal in a 90 is way different in my perspective than using wood or brick, because I find those aren't the strongest, and they also quite build a bit more slower, and they take some time to place. So whenever I do this, let's just say when you're running up, if you do a 90 real quick, I won't get that much momentum or motion while I'm doing my 90s and stuff like that. Like, as you can see right there, I just don't find wood is the best material to use on a build battle, but you could always use it if you want. I do use it sometimes, now that I think of it, but yeah, it's not the worst material to use. I mean, brick is probably the one that I don't like the most using, because I just find it's not the best, and it's just not looking for you just need more protection during a build battle, so that's one of them. But really, most of that is just about like trying to find the right material to use and better protection. So actually, during the if you're in a situation like this, so you're running up, and let's just say you place your 90s. Let's just say someone who does those cheap stuff where they place a cone over you at the beginning, right before you're about to like place your stuff. They place a cone. What you always want to do is carry a heavy sniper with you. That's why I always try to start my build battles now with a heavy sniper, because I realize lots of people that I build battle, they end up placing that. So what happens is when you do that, you can just go for a quick snipe, and then after just do your 90s, and then don't lose that high ground, you know what I mean? So that's a pretty good tip. I mean, it's pretty useful for me whenever I start my build battles, but yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's it for tip number 2, but coming up with tip number 3. Yeah, guys, yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. I didn't do too good because I'm not that type of guy who's good at making YouTube videos and stuff like that, but I try my hardest to entertain you guys on the channel, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be tuned for all my latest uploads and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys learned from these tips that I gave you. I'm trying to learn some more, but hopefully you guys have learned something from this. Shout out to Smiles, like I said at the beginning of the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.